Vitality taking on PSG. Vitality, the monster in Europe right now that everyone in North America is scared of. Everyone's quaking in their boots, and everyone's getting behind as well. And if you want to show your support of that team, you can go check them out in the esports shop right now. They got a player banner. They got a Dominus decal. Pretty cool stuff. I'm not going to lie. It's probably, I'm a little biased. No, I'm not biased even. I just like art. I just like things that look good. The Vitality Dominus decal is maybe the best of all the decals.
Yes, it's that hexagonal pattern.
It's got a bit of hexagonal. It's got some pearlescent going, so it's black, but then when you kind of get, when you're like down on the camera angle, you see the yellow shine through. It's really pretty cool.
Agreed.
So.
But anyway, the matchup.
They're up against PSG.
All the way back to week number 1 for these guys. PSG, the first team to actually take a game off of Vitality, and the only team to do it for a long time during the season as well.
Till triple trouble.
So Vitality, they definitely need to step it up and play like they played, lights out. Yes. And PSG, they've definitely got their work cut out for them because nobody has been able to stop the Scrub Killer K-Dop combo. And even if you did, nobody's been able to get past Fairy Peak.
Can anybody stop anybody here? We saw Alpha winning the MVP. Close race, though. Scrub Kill and K-Dop there. You saw 2 and 3. Fairy Peak now going to try and dribble this one out as Scrub looked for demos. Doesn't find any off the bat here. But it is Vitality in the orange. With PSG in the blue. And a nice shot here. Going to put one in. K-Dop starts it off hot here for Vitality as they're on the board.
Pressure. Vintage. And Farah, bumped by Scrub Killer right in the goal, could not stop himself. Tried to flip, get the wheels on the ground, but not enough. That's just heads-up play from no Vitality.
See, K-Dop's rocking the Vitality banner.
He's a wise man.
I think most of the players probably are. K-Dop also rocking one of my favorite item combinations right now. So he's got the Vitality decal, and he has the Decennium Pro wheels from, I believe, Season 1. If you went to the Season 1 LAN, you got a set of those wheels.
No, those are Season 3.
I
know,
Season 3,
because that was my first LAN I got to go to.
What was the Season... I'm trying to remember what the Season 1 wheels were now. But anyways, a very cool combination that I have on one of my presets in my garage. Scrub Killer now setting this one up, looking for K-Dop, but not going to happen as Fruity sends it off to the side, and now breaking away, gets demolished by Scrub Killer on his rotation back, and now back on offense is Vitality. PSG's going to have their hands full all game.
That is a welcome long clear, though. That does buy them a little bit of space here to get up there, start pressuring Vitality, and Scrub already trying to bring that ball back down. A nice pressure from Farah allows the ball to shot set down the middle and follow through. A little bit of a double commit from Vitality means they take one person out of position. You'll see here in the net, K-Dop and Fairy Peak kind of go for this one at the same time, and Fairy Peak just can't recover.
Shawsette breaks them all down, and Fruity was able to finish off the goal, tie it up here. Shawsette, we saw him earlier today, driving Dominus, has switched back to his beloved Octane. See if he makes a more pronounced performance than he already was. He was playing quite well, but Scrub Killer getting a little bit zoned by Fruity in his own net. Managed to get up and make the save this time as PSG is starting to pressure again in enemy territory.
And you really got to feel like PSG is going to make every effort to bump somebody on Vitality if they get the chance, because there's too much individual skill, too much mechanical wizardry that they can pull off, that you have to start pressuring them to act early. And even there, Scrub Killer, not even involved in the play, they demoed him and said, no, go back to your own half. We want the ball for free, totally uncontested.
Scrub Killer keeps this one high, follows it up himself, baits Fruity up, but Fruity makes the save. Now Fairy Peak demolished alongside K-Dop. It's all up to Scrub as K-Dop's respawning on the back end. We'll see the Vitality defense hold for now. Now Scrub Killer up against Fruity on the other end. He's got half a tank of boost, and he's going to try and keep it in the air. Get it over the top. Gets the bump on himself. Holy cow. Scrub Killer gets Vitality back to lead.
Oh, and you felt like it might happen. As soon as he was free to go out of the midfield, something was going to happen. And Fruity, do the math. Scrub Killer, trajectories locked on. Get him out of there.
Beach balls everywhere. That is Scrub Killer's favorite thing, because it means he scored a goal. That one was a bit of a stretch. 2:47 left to go, and PSG trailing by 1 as they're going to look to see if they can tie it up here with Shawsette in the corner. He's going to look to set up Farah, gets it out to him, and Farah takes a shot, but it's wide off the post. Had a bit of space to shoot and just couldn't make it work. And PSG will have to try and make another one. K-Dop now with Scrub Killer on the far side. Looks for the pass, but Fruity, an excellent challenge now. Fairy Peak onto the back wall. Farah will get it off, and Shawsette out to chase it. Not going to happen.
And Shawsette's been having a good day as well for PSG. And if Shawsette can keep playing at the level that he was playing at earlier on in the day, Vitality will definitely have their hands full. This PSG has shown they're capable of some great Rocket League.
It's Fruity. Down the midfield tries, gets challenged by K-Dop and sent over. Chaussette off to the edge. K-Dop now leaves it. Fairy Peak into the corner. Looking for a double tap, doesn't find any contact, and Fruity with a nice long banger. K-Dop will try to chase down Chaussette in front of his own net, but a good pop will send it all the way back into orange corner. Fairy Peak, look at him taking his time. Now the flick out to K-Dop, finds the shot. Is it high? It is. Chaussette will put it off to the corner. The infield pass, dangerous from Vitality. PSG's got to be on the lookout.
And that early pressure and that early offensive generation that Vitality was able to accomplish, it's really been shut down and marginalized to a large degree here from PSG. They're willing to force challenges early and often. And right now, Chaussette trying to do what Scrubkilla did earlier.
Fairy Peak looking for it out of the corner. Farah finds a shot, but K-Dop gets the save. Now Fairy Peak trying to extend it out. There's K-Dop with the solid clear. Fairy Peak could work it well over to Scrubkilla, but he'll choose to keep it himself, and Chaussette not going to find anything. Farah sends it away. 1 minute remaining. Vitality up by 1 in game number 1. K-Dop going to try and flick this one. Gets it off on the slip reset, but couldn't make it happen. It's a good play. Now Scrubkilla by himself once more. Oh, how do they let him do this? Scrubkilla gets another one.
Well, it was set up here by Farah. He wanted to tip that ball because he figured somebody from Vitality was going to be behind him, or he wanted to get it into the corner, and he mistouched it. Either way, goes directly to Scrubkilla, and you could kind of feel the surprise from him as well, because it just dropped right in front of him, and he was like, oh, I guess I have to go for this, and he turned it into a goal.
Scrubkilla's just mad he didn't win MVP. He's like, watch what I can do. Chaussette nearly finds a shot, but it's not going to happen this time. And Fruity going to try and keep on challenging. With 30 seconds remaining, a 2-goal deficit is going to be pretty difficult to come back from, and Fairy Peak's not even going to give them another shot here. As Fruity now finds one. K-Dop gets it away. Fairy Peak will challenge, and a nice win in the corner. Chaussette sends it up high. Farah comes in and finds the shot, but Scrubkilla gets in the way, and now K-Dop back down the field with 10 seconds remaining. They needed that goal. They were in a dream of winning game number 1. Pretty sure this one is going to be Vitality.
They absolutely did need that goal. And the big difference maker, 2 unassisted goals from Scrubkilla. One of them, beautiful air dribble into a dunk on the last man, and another one kind of handed a maybe opportunity, and it's that value that we attribute to Justin, making something out of nothing, and he turned it into a 3rd goal.
Vitality, they want that title. This has been their season. They have been the best in Europe. They want to prove it here in the playoffs and get up there to challenge Barcelona.
And I thought the approach from PSG was pretty good, but this is that bump from Scrubkilla again, uncontested in the midfield, and that is what PSG was so good about mitigating for so long, because before that play happened, PSG was on offense a lot. They were pressuring out of the midfield, keeping the ball stuck in that Vitality half, but finally the resources ran a little dry. There was a bit of space, and Scrubkilla beat him back the other way.
Which one you like better, that one or the one that followed?
I think I definitely like the first one better.
I think so too, with the bump.
Yes.
I'm still just amazed that 3rd goal went in. There's 2 defenders in front of him, and he's like, let's see, the whole...
Well, hang on a minute.
You're cool, let's go there. Like, Scrubkilla absolutely insane in this game. K-Dop helping him out as well, getting 3 saves there. K-Dop playing very well in net, and Fairy Peak rounding out the roster here in what is, I'm realizing, a battle for France. I think
yes.
We need to coin this matchup. As long as these 2 orgs are in the game, we should find a way to brand this one. 2 different French organizations.
There's definitely more pride for PSG as Scrubkilla is the Scotsman. So PSG the ones that need to win that one.
Yeah, but who's the best in France, you know?
Who's the best in France is a wonderful question, but I think it has to go to K-Dop.
He has been for some time.
The top of France, for sure.
Chaussette, Farah, and Fairy Peak would all like to take that title from him.
And PSG, again, I thought they had a great approach. There was a lot of physical play, bumping a lot of people of Vitality, giving themselves options, but they just couldn't quite do enough to put the ball in the back.
Here comes Scrub once more. Chaussette gets a save, and Fruity, who should be able to get this one off to safety. K-Dop making an effort. Fairy Peak will put it onto the backboard. Farah will like to pop it straight down onto Fairy Peak's hood, and Chaussette caught backwards, not really sure what to do. Fairy Peak hits the brakes on him, but Chaussette will still get a wheel onto it. And now Scrub onto the wall, following it himself, sends it away, and now K-Dop back up into the corner. It's been all Vitality here in game 2.
All Vitality is right, but that is a welcome long clear, and that's kind of how it started back in game number 1, where PSG started grabbing a foothold. But I take it all back. Return fire. We're back to the other side.
2 touches, back into the corner. Cool. Vitality keeps on playing, keep that one high. K-Dop puts it into the box, and people bump into each other. Fairy Peak might be able to get this one through Fruity, but no, he'll play it smart. Fruity gets it away. Now Scrub Killer looking towards Fairy Peak and K-Dop, both in front of the box. Shaw set, able to stop that one.
Oh my
Scrub Killer
goodness.
doesn't even need his teammates. We got beach balls again.
You want to talk about threat? The threat of the flip reset. He pulls the defender off the wall because he said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then it just went under him and he put it in off the rebound.
You're going to come block me, right? You're going to come block me, right? Just kidding. 3:38 in the game here. As Vitality's in the lead again. PSG starting to advance, looking for their first offensive hold. They've had moments in the orange as Shawset will find a shot and sneak it underneath Scrub Killer to tie up the game. A good performance.
Good recognition from Shawset as well. Scrub Killer was geared up to go get that off the back wall, and definitely a little bit of an air roll as well to put that ball down into the ground because he saw Scrub Killer go high in the net. It becomes a much more difficult save when you don't have to travel along the same plane because you lose the ability to really command your speed and direct your angle. So, well-placed ball from Shawset.
Fruity looking to make it 2. It's taken away by Fairy Peak. Scrub Killer advancing on offense, loses control. Shawset's happy to put it into the corner. K-Dop will be up to challenge him, but doesn't find it now. Fairy Peak alone in net. Farah will dunk through him, but the ball goes to the side. Now Scrub Killer looking for a transition. Off the ceiling, finds the flip. Out to K-Dop, finds the shot. It's off the crossbar. Fairy Peak in for the final one, but Farah tracks behind the ball, gets the block, keeps them out of danger.
Rare miss from K-Dop. Had everybody beat, just had to get it under the crossbar. And not often you see that. But either way, the Vitality have regained possession off the midfield line. It's Shawset. Says, we'll see you, K-Dop, but follow through by Fairy Peak. Bar down, Scrub there, and Shawset diving save. Not done yet, though, but I think Vitality will have to give it up.
They tried. Some good attempts there. Scrub Killer was looking for hunting goalies at one point, but it was all for naught as they could not get it between the posts. Now the pass back down. Scrub Killer looks for the shot, but also cannot get the shot on target. Defense holds. Farah looking for a transition. Still looking for that kind of first offensive siege from PSG. Shawset and Farah both up high on this one, but a lot of space given. Now K-Dop out of his corner, past Fruity. Farah rotates back. Scrub Killer out of the corner will look for the read, gets it in front of the midfield. K-Dop thinks about it. He'll challenge Farah just to keep his team in the blue. Scrub Killer carrying over the top of 2. He scored a few goals this way, finds the flip reset, but lands before he can use it. Now it popped up high for K-Dop. Shawset will get the block, and Fruity finds a clear.
And much less physical play for PSG in this game as well. They really haven't been able to find any demos. Fruito's actually trying to hunt Scrub Killer in the back corner, but just dodges that one, and that's really helped Vitality in terms of keeping pressure up.
Over the top of 2, Fruity through the air. Can he tap this in? Doesn't find contact. It's bounced on the goal line, but there's nobody home from Vitality, so PSG will be able to put it in and get their lead here in Game 2.
Yeah, double commit from Vitality. Big mistake, and K-Dop as well can't find the clear as he just has to rush back to net, scramble to block Fruity. Everybody comes up empty, and it just ends up right on front of the goal line in a free tap-in.
1:28 on the clock. PSG with the lead. Can they hold on to it, or does Vitality find the response? Made up with a long touchdown. Fruity puts it back. Fairy Peak carrying this one out of his own half. Challenged by Farah and won by Farah. Shawset towards the goal. K-Dop and all of Vitality transitioning to the other side of the field. Fairy Peak not going to win. Fruity doesn't make contact either. Now Farah with a shot, and
nice.
Not there. The positioning and the challenge game a little bit off here for Vitality, and now PSG's got a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, Fairy Peak and Fruity, neither of them sure who's going to come up with the touch. I think they both went for the block. Ends up another free ball for Farah, and if anybody has improved their shooting this season, it's been that guy, and he sneaks one past K-Dop.
It's been a very, very consistent shooter. Here comes Farah with one more. K-Dop's got it away from him. 55 seconds left. 2-goal lead.
This game flipped like that.
Vitality can definitely come back from this, but they've got to start scoring quickly here.
I mean, for 4 minutes, it was Vitality pressuring PSG. PSG had one shot through 4 minutes. And then the final minute starts to happen, and PSG's put on a couple more shots, and 2 of them found their way into the back of the net. One off of a double commit, and one off of a great shot from Farah.
Fruity tries. 30 seconds remaining. Fairy Peak and K-Dop's do or die time. They get one. Shawset should be able to get the save. Does Scrubkilla find the adjustment? He got it to the side, but couldn't make the shot happen, and now looking to pass it to a teammate. It's going to fall back. Fairy Peak and K-Dop right up on top of each other. Difficult read for the offensive push. Now 9 seconds left. The pass in the midfield. Fairy Peak, can he find the goal? Shawset sends it to the side, and that one will be all she wrote in game number 2. PSG bouncing back against Vitality. So we move into game 3. It's all tied up at 1 apiece.
And a big win for PSG as well, because, boy, I want to talk about being under pressure. Yeah, it was a great shot from Scrubkilla, but that was the only one they could muster. And after that, Vitality couldn't keep it together back on the defensive end of things. A few mistakes here and there, and PSG absolutely made them pay for it. So they weather the storm. And I would like to say they steal game 2, but I would like to think they definitely earned it.
I think they earned that game too, and also I appreciate the celebration there at the end. A little bit of dancing cars. They usually don't do that. Fruity, though, paving the way, and Shawset will put it in. No problem.
That was that double commit. You can see it right there. Fairy Peak and Scrubkilla. K-Dop rushing back. He's got to try and block Fruity.
But the thing about this goal is I go back to the miss from K-Dop. When Scrubkilla sets him up, K-Dop comes in for a shot.
He banged off the bar.
A shot he would usually hit, he banged it off the bar. And how much does that change the game if K-Dop's accurate right there? You got to wonder, could they possibly be at 2-0 right now? But PSG, I do think, earned win here. And
Absolutely.
We move into game 3. I'm super excited to see who's able to get the edge.
A well-deserved win for PSG. And honestly, when it took a brilliant mind game from Scrubkilla to get the ball into the back of the net, and you're able to stop pretty much the rest of what makes Vitality so dangerous. All right, well done. Now wash, rinse, repeat. See if you can do it again for another 5 minutes.
I feel like Scrub, he wants to make it to the finals just so we can play against Alpha again. They're like, watch.
They shut him down last time they played. 0 goals for Barcelona against Vitality.
We'll see. I think it was the second ever perfect shutout in RLCS history, the first time in Europe. We'll definitely want the rematch. I bet Alpha is itching to have that rematch too.
Absolutely. Barcelona in general. If that happens, they will definitely not get 4-0, 0-0-0.
I thought that was just a free ball in, but no, it's off the post. A bit wide of the net.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves. PSG are putting up a brilliant fight. And they're making Vitality, if they want to get to that grand finals, absolutely work for it. And they've got to push here on defense, but it's going to wither out.
I cannot think of anything more European than our regional finals being Barcelona versus PSG.
That would be it.
That would be perfect. We'll see if we can get there. Vitality wants to get there as well. Scrubkilla with the challenge against Fruity, and this one drops down. K-Dop will pop it up high to himself, and now maybe looking for Scrub, but just sends it into the box, and Farah happy to get a demolition and a clear, and now look to transition, wins another one in the midfield, and Farah's midfield challenges have been on point all day. It's finally Scrubkilla beating one, leaves it for K-Dop, back into the corner. He's out of boost, that boost right there in front of him. You can see him kind of think about it for a moment. Fairy Peak past one, Farah, a lot of space, dumps it out to Fruity and Shawset, 2 players in the midfield to work with. Now Shawset back in for Farah. Fairy Peak finds the save. It was a setup. No goal to show for it. It's K-Dop through 2.
Once again, a few times Vitality have been caught trying to stop a shot attempt, and then the ball just goes by everybody, and PSG has found themselves on the winning end of that more often than not. Cut right, slow drop, and almost, but Fairy Peak again, the rock in the net.
I get excited literally anytime Farah chooses to start dribbling people.
It's all coming back. This is it.
It was how he introduced himself to us in the RLCS. Scrubkilla lofts this one very high. Shawset says, okay, cool, I'll pass it down to Farah. We'll take the shot and put it off the defender and in. Farah finds the first goal for PSG.
What a lovely laydown for Shawset. Danger towards the back wall. Nope, we'll just kick it to the middle, and Farah, ooh, that's a scary one. Obviously, Fairy Peak has to bounce and try and get up to that one before it gets to the back wall or maybe posting in. Can't reach it, and Farah snipes another one.
Accuracy continues to be a tool in the arsenal for PSG. So the ball goes off to the corner. Scrubkilla up on the wall will actually miss, but that means Farah misses as well. And now K-Dop looking for Scrubkilla. The interception from Shawset will send it back into the orange. Fruity and Farah on the far wall. And Farah's got a full tank here. Tries to bait up one. Wins a challenge against Fairy Peak. Bumps K-Dop. Man, my brain completely blanked.
Well, K-Dop's been kept relatively quiet as well. He hasn't really got too many scoring opportunities, and the ones he's had, his accuracy hasn't been on point. Chance for Shaw, set bottom right, and he'll kick that aside into the corner, but Vitality still trying to fend off this PSG drive.
PSG staying on offense. This was the thing we saw them struggle with in game number 2, though they did eventually eke out a win. But right now, they're staying solidly in Vitality territory as Feria looks for Scrubkilla. Fruity just couldn't quite find the shot here. Shaw set through the air, back down towards Farah. It's off the post and wide. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Vitality yet to score.
Oh, but they do have some free space to work with in the midfield, but K-Dop, poor execution, just handed the ball away to PSG, and that could have been exactly what Vitality needed to get the momentum back in their favor and get some offense going.
K-Dop tries to stretch to the ball, pitches it off the ground, but Fruity's got the save. Fairy Peak demolished in front of the box. Relieve a moment of pressure. Farah now up. He loses it to Scrubkilla. It's dangerous pop. Shaw set, gets it off to the side. And Fairy Peak tries. Now Scrubkilla up to take the shot. It's high again. The defense doesn't even challenge it.
What?
K-Dop won't make any contact.
Farah just flipped away from that ball. And K-Dop, he was expecting to have to make a block. And again, that's like the 4th or 5th time that's happened.
The mind game's coming up strong as Scrubkilla looks for a shot. K-Dop now following behind this. 1 minute remaining. Vitality only down by 1, but yet to score. Scrubkilla looks for a pass across. K-Dop comes in to try and find the shot. Looks for the play back as Scrubkilla kills it. Here comes Fairy Peak. Shaw set gets up and makes the save. Fairy Peak, can he find Scrubkilla in the midfield? The challenge on the back wall is good for PSG, but Scrubkilla keeps the pressure on with 50 seconds left to go. Finds the pass out to K-Dop. Pops it high over the top of Fruity. Shaw sets up but doesn't make contact. And K-Dop scores the tie game in game 3.
K-Dop was done believing PSG was going to find a touch. Scrubkilla, beautiful give to the middle and a miss. K-Dop says, I know you're missing, and he just bites on it. Says, if you miss, I'm going to make sure it's on target. And yes, sir, into the net.
45 seconds left. PSG's looking for game number 2, so is Vitality. To take the lead in the series, Fair now challenging K-Dop. It's off the wall, Fruity's up, looks for the bounce shot, and the pinch goes all the way down. K-Dop will give chase. And over to the side, Fairy Peak lurking, waiting for Shawset's contact. Shawset gets all the power onto it. Scrubkilla will pick it up in the back. Able to keep it underneath Fair on the challenge now. Fruity in front of him. Goes for a flick. Fruity, nice adjustment. Back across the field goes Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak up, 14 seconds left. Looking like overtime right now in game 3. Fairy Peak gets a pass 1. K-Dop looks for the challenge. Scrubkilla as well, but they're just playing stall tactics as Fruity will put one onto the backboard. Fairy Peak gets it away. It's over the top of Shaw set. Excellent power to kill that opportunity for PSG, and we'll have overtime here in our semifinals.
And I really don't know who I favor in this overtime. I feel like PSG have missed the ball, and it's thrown Vitality for a loop so many times that either PSG starts banging the ball because no Vitality now expect them to just pull off or miss. Oh. But into the net, Shawset, of course, he's there for it. He's been there all day. And K-Dop has a freebie.
Finishes him off in style. The pass play that forced the clean save from Shawset, but K-Dop's up, beats Fair to the ball, and that's all she wrote. Down and into the ground, Vitality take a 1-game lead as we head into game 4.
Poor execution will cost PSG the series lead. And Vitality, they were under pressure now. It was the inverse, really, of game number 2. And it's funny because the shot column does not show you how much offense PSG played. It got down to like that minute 45, maybe 2-minute mark, and then Vitality was on offense the rest of the game.
Yeah. No, I loved seeing the pressure, though, that PSG was able to put on. They definitely made Vitality sweat a bit. But they'll need to be able to get it into the net a few more times there. And Vitality, man, the pressure, the way to get the goal to send us to overtime. K-Dop putting in both the goals here for Vitality.
He heard you.
It was like, oh, this is the battle for France. Oh, well, now it's on.
I've missed the net, have I? Well, one moment.
Let me fix that real fast. 6 shots for the man, puts in 2 goals, and it's enough to get them a win there in Game 3.
So well done by Vitality. And now I feel like definitely Game 4 must win for PSG. The offense has been fairly similar for both teams throughout the series. Nobody's been able to really hang on to the ball and box people in and turn that into opportunities. People have boxed people in, to be sure, but nobody's been able to capitalize on that pressure. So both teams playing very solid defense. And going into game number 4, we haven't seen Scrubkilla pull out the wizardry like he did in games 1 and 2.
I was gonna bring that up. Like, is that PSG finding a way to shut him down? Are they limiting his boost and not giving him as much space so he doesn't feel as comfortable going for it? Or is he just saying, hey, let's be a little bit more of a team player and not feeling as confident as he completely wins kickoff? Chaussette will eventually emerge with ball controls. The cheat up doesn't work out, and actually PSG emerges with the goal. An excellent challenge that immediately goes awry.
Yeah, and actually it was because PSG got that bump on the follow-up player from Vitality, and Farah off on the side. He went and grabbed Boost on the corner, and Chaussette handed him the ball.
5 seconds in. PSG already up. Vitality is looking for match point here in Game 4. PSG looking to extend the series. We have yet to have a Game 7.
Today, yeah.
Across this weekend. I wouldn't mind seeing one here. Chaussette puts it towards the box. Farah will extend it out. Fruity now, the challenge on the wall. In the pass, two. Beats Scrubkill, an open backfield for Vitality, but one will be respawning. Fairy Peak able to find a response in midfield, and now Scrubkill is setting this one up high. Where's the rest of his team? K-Dop comes in, but Fruity has already beat him to it, had a faster read, and then Fairy Peak, no contact. K-Dop's got to save it. Gets it away, but Farah's up to challenge, tries to drop it, nearly makes it in, but K-Dop gets it away from his own goal, and now rolling in between all of the PSG players, it'll be Fruity that takes up the mantle.
Great chance for Farah there. Would love to have it back, but PSG threatening. And Scrubkill is always looking to push up field and just hope one of his teammates gets him a pass. Has to dodge a demo, and K-Dop pulls it out.
No way, K-Dop makes that save, and Fairy Peak blocks the follow-up from Fruity. What a performance from Vitality on the goal line to keep themselves at just a 1-goal deficit. We'll see if they can recreate that magic on the offense.
Finally. Oh, a nice follow-through from Farah, sticking with that ball and not allowing Scrubkill to again be in command, uncontested on the midfield. And you asked why hasn't it happened? There's another chance, and Farah, as soon as he could, was out to meet him.
He's like, oh no you don't, we've seen this, I've seen this one before. Farah puts in the midfield, Shaw sets up, sends it towards the goal, but it's a bit wide, and K-Dop gives it away out to Scrub. Transition from Vitality. It's Fruity. Stalls it out in the midfield, and K-Dop will happily respond with that one back down. He's got teammates supporting him behind him as K-Dop puts it onto the backboard. Farah out of net. The ball's lost a lot of momentum here. It's going to be difficult to clear, but he finds those touches by himself. Gets them all the way to the corner. A demolition on the Scrubkill is not going to matter as Fairy Peak and K-Dop quickly put this one back into the blue. Underneath two. Fairy Peak lofting it high. Scrubkill picks up Boost, looks for the challenge, but Fruity again winning in the midfield and finds the shot. Is this in? It certainly is. He flips to celebrate as it's 2-0 PSG.
Yeah, Scrub went and took a big risk here going for this challenge. It was going to be close, but unfortunately he made the wrong decision. Fruity had him beat, and how about that catch off the bounce to put that on target?
It looks like a simple shot, but
that's a tough one.
He's got maybe 60 frames of visual evidence to read that play. Puts it on target, and Fruity is going to be happy about that.
That was a good one. And it's a big insurance goal as well. Gets back that one that Farah missed earlier.
Scrubkill advancing on the wall. Halftime, Vitality yet to score here in Game 4. This one over the top. Fruity. Keep it high in the air. Just K-Dop in his own corner. Baits in Chaussette. Now Farah comes up. Saw K-Dop try to challenge it, but Farah finds that sweet spot where you keep it on the ground, or if you try to pop it, I'll block you either way. Now Fairy Peak, back pass to K-Dop. Nice play past Chaussette. Farah comes up for the challenge, but K-Dop's got it. Now back out to Fairy Peak again. Scrubkill found the demolition on the Fruity in net, but the rest of the defense holds. Now some space given. K-Dop happy to take a shot, but he puts it straight at Farah, who wasn't even in net, and Farah puts it back to his own corner. Now Scrubkill looking for a shot. Blocked again by the defense. Fruity looks for the clear now out to Chaussette. K-Dop knows he has to fall back as Chaussette's breathing down his neck, forcing him into a very awkward position here. It's still in front of the goal, but bouncing off the post and out. Scrubkill sends it to the corner, and Vitality can breathe for a moment.
They always give way to Scrub. They let him take that boost and go for the ball, even though K-Dop was lined up for it. That's just how good he's been this season. Now he's alone in the midfield, and what a turnaround. He turned around with 8 boost. Just went for that challenge.
Fruity off to the side. Farah and Chaussette there. Scrubkill wins the challenge. Now K-Dop up. Coming back down, it'll be Fairy Peak that's next to the ball. He'll fall back, allow Scrubkill into the play. Fruity with one. Fairy Peak. The pass in the midfield is behind K-Dop. He has to adjust. But it pops it past Farah. Fruity's touch won't really change all that much as K-Dop's happy just to let him play it. Scrubkill now up high with 1 minute remaining. Vitality still yet to find the back of the net, and they've got to do it quickly here. They needed to make 2 goals happen to force overtime.
And this has just been Vitality really not able to generate a goal-scoring opportunity. And of course, as I say that, it's dangerously close, but kept to bay. close one for PSG, as now you'll really see the teeth from Vitality as they send everyone.
Goal line defense holds. PSG doing just fine with 30 seconds left. K-Dop looks for it but couldn't make it happen, and Fairy Peak has to get it on his own goal line. Farah now back into the midfield. No one's there to pick it up for PSG. Scrub Killer will boom it down the field, and Fruity's like, thanks a lot. Picks it up back into the orange. Farah now through one. 14 seconds left. K-Dop needs a boomer and then a kickoff goal. And it doesn't look like any of it's going to happen as they are struggling to get this out of their own. Here comes Scrub Killer up against nobody. He almost gets it, but
they got it!
Back. K-Dop will get a goal, but 4 seconds left. They've got to win this kickoff.
And that was Scrub just trying to make something happen. He caught Chaussette way out of position in that little figure S. And the ability to stay right behind the ball and not have that ball punched straight out to the side, just drop right in the middle. K-Dop will turn that in almost every time. And now, like you said it, one kickoff.
How do they play it? Farah picks it up in the back. K-Dop's got it popped. He got the boost out of the corner. Can it work out for him? Does the positional advantage pay off? It's stepped up high. Fairy Peak's airborne up against Farah, and K-Dop will be positioning underneath this. Keeps it up. Fairy Peak
nice.
also keeps it alive. K-Dop still keeps it there. Now Scrub Killer should have
He got a little
boost,
close,
but he couldn't get to the ball. PSG take game number 4, and we're tied up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, they drew that one back to the corner so they would have as much resources as possible to push upfield, but Scrub Killer, he got demoed. It was a huge demo from PSG to take away that third man that could help keep the play alive. And Vitality tried to buy time for him, but Scrub rushing to get back to the play, pushed slightly too far forward, and PSG found the clear. And credit must be given. This was a wonderful transition. This catch from Fruity. Oh,
off the wall there. It's to some, you could even say maybe he got lucky and it just happened to glance off him, but I think he very much intentionally positioned his car here. The slight turn there at the end with the boost, knowing how to catch it. Very difficult read. Well done.
That was ace from Fruity, and a big insurance goal it turned out to be, because if that didn't go in, that 4-second equalizer from Vitality goes to overtime, and PSG looking down the barrel of being down 3-1. So, very well done. And they limited so many chances from Vitality, and you asked a question at the end of game number 3. Was Scrub Killer ever really out of boost? No, actually, no. He pretty much every time he could have boost, he went and got it.
Yeah.
And he actually took a ton of boost away from PSG. He had all the boost in the world. It was just he never really had the opportunity to get to use it. It was really that dribble right at the end. That was like the second time that game that he could maybe make something happen.
We saw him go for the air carries a few times, and we saw PSG responding quickly. They said, we are not allowing this threat to happen. We learned our lesson in game 1.
Yes, sir.
Shutting down Scrub Killer. Definitely an important part of victory here as K-Dop looks for the early goal, but Fruity manages to get back from the boost grab. Put it back into the midfield. Fairy Peak now with a challenge. So we're tied up at 2 games apiece in game 4. And look at Fairy Peak go. Scrub Killer will finish it off. Just secure that one there, but Vitality pulling out the fireworks.
Fairy Peak's had enough of the octane.
Yep.
Swaps into the Batmobile and turns this one in. And yeah, Scrub stole it, but we all know Fairy Peak scored that goal.
Fairy Peak made his name as a Batmobile player. Good to see him back here.
Well, it's funny because he made his name as an Octane player, and then he changed to the Batmobile and just became a Batmobile player for like 2 seasons. Yeah, he was an Octane guy before he changed to the Batmobile.
It's funny. I guess all of my memories of Fairy Peak are of him on Batmobile.
When he was big in 2v2 with K-Dop, he was an Octane player.
I think it's still a record that still stands. K-Dop and Fairy Peak. Whether they have ever lost a 2v2 tournament they've entered, but here's PSG trying to make them lose a 3v3. There's the tying goal from Chaussette.
Great early answer from PSG. They catch K-Dop trying to rotate up that back wall, and Fruity just not letting him get anything. All the physical play from PSG. There are 2 bumps that opened up that door, and you needed to turn that one in if you're Chaussette.
4:22 on the clock. A tie game in game 5.
That's also been the recurring theme for PSG, is hit Vitality as much as possible because they're that good, and if they're going to be that good, at least make them work for it.
They have had very quick responses. Both teams, honestly, it doesn't really matter who scores first. Both teams have found responses pretty quickly throughout this series. K-Dop keeps this one high. Fairy Peak immediately up to challenge. Fruity manages to get a wheel onto it and send it over to the side, but there's Scrub Killer now to pick it up. Gets it off to K-Dop. He's going to carry this one, see if he can find the correction in midair, but Chaussette's got the response, and it'll be Fairy Peak in the back by himself.
It's for those long, booming clears. So the long cars in Rocket League are very good at generating a lot of power on the ball with not a lot of speed. It's all that lever action that really generates all that force. And pass into the middle, Fairy Peak met by Fruity.
There's the pass in field. K-Dop couldn't find the shot, respecting Farah's positioning. Now Scrubkilla looking for a challenge win. Fruity will be up, and it's over the top of Chaussette, so Fairy Peak should be able to clear this out of his corner, but there's Farah now challenging as well. Scrubkilla moves up. Pass 2, Fruity in the back. Finds the save. Now Scrubkilla looking for Chaussette, doesn't find him before Chaussette makes the clear. K-Dop thinks about making this play, but leaves it for Fairy Peak instead. 3:02 on the clock. Now pass 2, Fruity and Farah. Trying to tag team it down. Scrubkilla will look for the transition by himself, but it's Fruity that wins in midfield. Now Fairy Peak out towards Scrub, but Chaussette's breathing down his neck. K-Dop gets it away.
Oh, it's dangerous too.
And Fairy Peak finishes this one off. Now Fruity will be there in time to get the save, but Scrubkilla now out. K-Dop in front of the box. The pressure keeping on trying to build here. The ball getting very close to PSG's net, but not really having any scoring opportunities is Vitality.
It was a big challenge from K-Dop because it's allowed them to keep command of the ball and hold on to this midfield presence. And hard cut stolen by Chaussette. Finally, PSG are able to break the chains.
Farah thinks about it, waits for Scrubkilla, gets it past 1, but there's K-Dop, and now the touch neutral across. Excellent positioning from Farah. Scrubkilla will try this one by himself. Bit of boost to work with. Got 3 players up with him, one of them being his teammate Fairy Peak. And now Farah off the wall, back in the midfield. Fruity with a shot on target. K-Dop makes the save, and out to Fairy Peak. Now the pass across. Scrubkilla's up, but Farah should beat him. Gets it back into the orange. Now bump onto Chaussette will put this one high and now into the corner. Fairy Peak also getting bumped before being demolished, and now Scrubkilla and K-Dop having to work together on this one. K-Dop falls back to cover the opening. And he'll pick this one up in the corner by himself. Fruity having none of it. Challenges him.
Positioning from PSG as they approach these challenges is so good. Even though that ball got put over Farah's head, it forced K-Dop to go over him, and he had a teammate back there in support of wherever that ball was going to wind up. And that's really what has helped PSG keep these games as tight as it's been. And that is something that must absolutely be commended. For a team that's been as lights out as Vitality all season long, they're playing knockdown, drag-out, one-for-one Rocket League with these guys, and PSG are looking good doing it.
K-Dop trying to turn in the final minute. Game 5 tied up at 1 apiece. The winner advances to match point. Here comes Fairy Peak looking for a shot. Fruity had him read from a mile away, got up so early for that. Now Farah past 1. Scrubkilla's got the response onto the backboard. Chaussette's got to block it, and he does. Gets it off and back to Fruity. An excellent play from Chaussette and a difficult one too. K-Dop past 2 now as Farah gets it off the backboard. Fairy Peak will respond and put it back into the box, but starting to get into some counter clear game as both teams vaulting the ball back and forth. Neither one wanting to take responsibility and move on to offense just yet.
And it's Vitality winning the challenge game. Now to the midfield, they almost get K-Dop on the fake, and actually it's enough to break out PSG. Can they hang on to possession for the last 15?
Farah winning one challenge, and then the second one neutrally, kind of softly won by Fairy Peak. The final 10 seconds. K-Dop pressuring. Up against Chaussette.
What?
Actually touched this. In no way. Chaussette and Farah brutalized by K-Dop.
Chaussette has 100 boost waiting here in the corner, and he just can't figure out how he wants to deal with that ball as it rolls around. Slips through everyone and gets punched in.
Did you see how the ball bounced off of Farah and the top of the goal a few times? He made the window as small as possible, and yet K-Dop puts that in. And as the clock hits 0, Scrubkilla happy to put it into the ground. Vitality steal Game 5 and move to Game 6 on match point.
Steal is right. And PSG, they're going to be frustrated that didn't wind up in overtime. I really felt like Chaussette was going to be able to make a play there because he had all the boost in the world. I went to his camera and said, all right, what's going on here? And he just kind of hesitated here. You'll see it on this replay when it comes up.
The go-ahead goal here, Fairy Peak gets it over the top of 1.
He's right there. He's got all the boost in the world. He just takes a little too much time, and it just gets by him at the end.
It's insane that is such a small window, and Chaussette, just in being in the peripheral there makes this difficult for K-Dop, but you could so easily hit the crossbar here, but instead, you see that little bounce there? It is literally the narrowest window possible for him to shoot into, and he makes it work. An absolutely, just a dominant performance here. K-Dop puts the team on his back. 6 shots, 1 goal. It's the only goal they needed.
Well, he was almost dead quiet in games 1 and 2. That was the Scrub Killer show. Well, 3, 4, 5 has been K-Dop finding the back of the net. So
they're like, look, we should have been the MVP.
There's a reason we split the MVP votes, guys.
Yeah.
K-Dop's turning in some quality goals as well, and now they are on match point. PSG, you've got your work cut out for you. You've played great, but now you got to win 5 minutes and get yourselves to Game 7.
We move on to Wasteland. And dude, those fires, they never go out. You think eventually they'd run out of fuel. But nah, man, it's been like 3 years.
Burning bright.
Farah and Chaussette looking to score an early goal. It's been a bit of a theme in this matchup. It's Farah now. Takes a shot. Fairy Peak and K-Dop both go. Chaussette's able to win the challenge on the wall. Scrub Killer plays it underneath him, but now Fruity picking this one up. Maybe looking for Farah. Carries it past Scrub Killer. Here comes Farah. Fairy Peak's already up, though. Gets it away. Well, Chaussette down in the mid. K-Dop picks this up onto the backboard. Following it himself. Gets deflected by the defense, but here's Fairy Peak again, saved by Farah. And now Scrub Killer with a crank of a shot. Oh my goodness. That one was lights out fast.
Oh, the pass. K-Dop's a little far away, actually. So a slow pickup means PSG has a chance to recover. Free ball for Fruity, and they want the space. But unfortunately, Scrub Killer already on top of it.
Oh.
Neutral game and free ball.
Taken away from Fruity. Farah, solid win in the corner here. Fairy Peak now out. Scrub. He's got 2 in front of him. The challenge is neutral enough that K-Dop's able to win it. Farah just pops this one straight up, but no one in a good position from Vitality to immediately take the shot. So Farah, able to advance down. Fruity taking a shot himself, just kind of vaults it a little bit, doesn't make use of either of his teammates. Neither were in a very useful position. Scrub Killer will put this one high and now follow it into his own corner, grab the boost himself, and let K-Dop move in to take 1, beat 2, and now Fruity gets the save.
Yeah, Fruity would like that 1v2 dribble opportunity back. Just poor touch, mis-executed, and squandered a great chance for PSG, and now they're having to fight through the midfield line. Chaussette's actually in a 1-on-2. Finally, he's got help from Fruity, and it's not needed. K-Dop is wide and back the other way.
Looked for the breakaway down the field, didn't quite find it, but they will transition on offense. Farah looking for the pass or the shot. He had 2 options there. But Vitality defends the correct one. It's Fruity putting this high. Now K-Dop over to Scrub. Can they get there in time? Chaussette had that read. Got it away. Now Farah versus Fairy Peak. Now another shot. PSG putting on pressure. What has been a back-and-forth, very even affair. K-Dop over the top of 2. That looks in. Okay. K-Dop will put it in. 2:46 on the clock. Maybe the latest goal we've seen yet. And Vitality's got everything they need to play in the finals.
Thought he might have put this one just off target. But finally, just fast enough off the midfield line. PSG trying to keep up that pressure, but just not in a great enough position. Had to jump from pretty much right under that ball instead of coming into it. And K-Dop just had a better angle and approach to it.
K-Dop pass 2. This one comes down, Chaussette rotating back. Now Farah sends one, just a laser beam onto the crossbar and in to tie it. And again, Vitality finds a goal, or just either team finds the first goal, and the following team immediately responds.
And Fairy Peak was getting harried in the net by Chaussette. Makes him late to go pick up that ball off the ceiling. And yeah, you said it, laser beam of a shot. Fairy Peak in no universe is making that save.
2:33. All the multiverses.
None of
that
them.
goal goes in.
None of
every
them.
single one. Fairy Peak over to the side. Fruity past 1. Vitality finds a response down the field. Chaussette will put it into his own corner, but Fairy Peak's looking for it. Can he find a teammate? Just puts it across the box. No one was up for the save. Respecting the PSG defense. K-Dop, a pop past 1. Just got Chaussette up, and now Fruity getting in the way of Fairy Peak, who maybe wanted to try and move up and play some offense. Now flick past 1 again, up against Chaussette and net. 2 players in the corner, now to K-Dop in front, but Fairy Peak falling back wisely, understanding the pressure that's coming if they miss. And they did. Farah now. Through there is Fruity. Look for this. K-Dop's up for the shot on the pass. It's off the corner and out. It looked like a great play, but K-Dop unable to find the goal. 138.
Bump on the net, forcing Scrub up early, too.
Fruity will put it onto the backboard. Farah's airborne, but Fairy Peak will get there. Now Vitality, 1:28 left to go. K-Dop off to the side. Chaussette carrying it into the corner. Back out to Farah, looking for the bumps, doesn't find it. Scrubkiller's got the save, and Ferris tucks it underneath. Fairy Peak gets in the way, but Fruity's looking to make him think about it too hard. Now Farah with a shot opportunity, couldn't sneak it under the crossbar. K-Dub keeps it high, but no clears have come on 2 touches. Here's Fruity to try and just get the drop shot. Oh my goodness, tongue twisters galore. Chaussette will finish it off.
A lot of Fs to get through as there was a cluster in front of the net, and Fruity can't turn it in, but it's okay. K-Dub was going to defend that top of the net shot, and unfortunately it bounced right off the back wall and away from him, and he couldn't follow it up. But it was that great pressure right in front of the goal from PSG. Gives them a lead in Game 6, and if they can hang on for 60 seconds, well,
Vitality had so many opportunities to clear that, and they put it high time and time again. It was inevitable that PSG would find the goal, but now Vitality looking for the response. Scrubkiller gets a demolition onto 1, and Fairy Peak couldn't get it through Farah. He made the stop when they needed, but gets demolished afterwards. Now Fairy Peak trying to stop it. Chaussette the pass across to Scrubkiller. He doesn't really gain control immediately, but he'll find it afterwards, and then looks for the flip. Fruity will put this one high. A demolition on the K-Dub in front of the box, but here's Fairy Peak up against Fruity, who makes the save. Scrubkiller will turn to try and finish it himself. 30 seconds remaining. Game 7 looming in the distance as Farah and Fairy Peak face off. He'll get it to the corner. Fruity will respond, and it's in it back to midfield. Now K-Dub thinks about it off the wall.
He's gonna
plays it wide. Here's Scrubkiller to keep it high, but it's not moving down the field too much.
Oh, Fairy Peak turned away.
Fairy Peak, he couldn't find it there. Fairy Peak was looking for it. Now 10 seconds left as K-Dub dumps it back into the corner. Tries to go up against, back into the midfield for Scrubkiller. The shot is so soft. K-Dub has to send it away just to hope that they get another opportunity that's better, and it's not going to happen. PSG takes Game 6, and we go to Game 7.
They forced Game 7, and what a way to do it, but Vitality had a golden opportunity to set up the passing plays. You said it. Fairy Peak, he turned away at that last moment. Scrubkiller looking for him. And Fairy Peak, I looked, I was like, all right, why did Fairy Peak turn away? He had 8 boosts, and he didn't feel like trying to force something because his 2 teammates weren't recovered yet. Decided to play it safe, and unfortunately couldn't score it back. But the go-ahead goal from PSG, the pressure. This was all of that pressure finally building up enough to force a tough save from K-Dub. Scrubkiller just didn't have anything in the tank to stick with that ball and push it out towards the midfield line.
Well, that was his both K-Dub and Scrub. If they could have just gotten it to the corners, it maybe would have bought them a little bit of time, but they popped it straight up. And so for the first time this weekend, we'll go look at Champions Field. And oh, baby. For a chance to play for the European title, I'm excited to see who gets to challenge Barcelona. It's going to be a banger of a match no matter who it is, but all the names of previous world champions hanging in the rafters. K-Dub's up there right now, and every single one of these players would love to join him.
And it'd be such validation for PSG as well, because, you know, for the longest time, let's be honest, none of us on the broadcast team are ever like, you know what? PSG is a team that I absolutely believe can always win the regional title, you know?
You know?
And they've absolutely turned Season 7 around and been like, we're going to make believers out of you guys. And they've looked great here against Vitality, even during the entire regional championship. A little bit of a scrappy start, to be sure, but after that, they've been solid.
The closest thing you can make to a lower bracket run in our page playoff system they're trying to do right now. Game 7, 5 minutes to win it all and send you away. And what a save indeed, as we'll have K-Dub think about the challenge. Fruity takes it off his hood, and Farah, man, it's just, every time I'm like, this is the one he loses, he still finds a way to win the 1v1s. K-Dub now through the air. It'll be Fruity to take it off of his hood. Scrubkiller finds a bit of a deflection to buy his team time. Chaussette going for the solo plays himself. Scrubkiller punts it, but here comes the response from Fruity. K-Dub's got it high. Farah now back in front of the box. A good read from Fairy to send it away. Chaussette was pressuring.
And all bets off for Game 7. Can't favor one team over the other. Just comes down to 5 minutes. They've looked so even all the way throughout.
Chaussette comes down onto the backboard. They'll send this away. Scrubkiller wins another challenge, but there's Farah to pick it up. First minute comes and goes quietly. No one finding the goal. Chaussette towards the net. Scrubkiller slows this, gets a flick over 1 and across the back. Here's Fruity. Set it up. The rest of PSG hanging back. Not liking the positioning of Vitality. Scrubkiller will sneak in and steal a boost. K-Dub will have to expend quite a bit just to sort of stall Chaussette, who now looks for Scrubkilla and net. Now Fairy Peak up against Farah. Can he keep this one in the air? He's going to run out of boost a little bit, but the ball's still going to tuck into the corner.
Great.
No, the save comes through, and PSG keep their net clean.
And it helps that it pinched off the bar as well. Got out over the head of two. Transition back. Scrubkilla, soft tip into the corner. And Vitality back the other way. And what do you think, Wave? 0-0 overtime?
You know, it sort of feels that way.
I mean, everyone's just going to lock up, you know?
I mean, I think it's going to go to overtime no matter what, because if a goal gets scored in regulation, the other
they'll just answer.
It's just going to score right back, so we're going to be tied up no matter what. Chaussette on the wall here with 3 players in front of him. Gets it past one. Scrubkilla will respond and get it back into the corner himself and beat another player on PSG, leaving Fruity alone in the back. He's got Chaussette rotating in behind him. Scrubkilla wins another challenge. Here comes K-Dop onto the backboard. Fairy Peak in the air, tries, but Chaussette deflects. Scrubkilla with another challenge. One, Farah with a miss. Fairy Peak has the opportunity, but he just takes the shot, and Fruity finds the block. What a prediction, and what a save.
It was Fairy Peak trying to delay that shot and get the defender to go right by, and he was just able to get enough on it. Vitality turned away at the last moment. Still threatening, but they don't really have any support out of the midfield. PSG will be able to find it clear, but it's a free ball, and Farah just muscles one through and can't finish it. He beat everybody because PSG was stuck back on their own half, and he almost did it all on his own.
This man is a monster. Just put the ball in his hood and watch him go. Now carrying it through the air. Can he do it himself? K-Dop will get in the way. He was trying to do his Scrubkilla impression. It didn't quite work out. It's Fruity back deflected towards the goal. The save comes through. Now Farah picking it up once more. Waiting for Scrubkilla to challenge him. Gets it down in front of him towards his teammate, but behind Fruity. Everyone from PSG having to back up a bit. Here's Fairy Peak with K-Dop. The dual threat will be good, and K-Dop puts it in. Vitality's got a lead, but can they hold on to it?
PSG trying to command those midfield boosts, but it doesn't matter. It's that bounce off the corner. Chaussette's a little slow getting back into the net. Doesn't respect the chance for K-Dop, because Chaussette literally gave away the entire center and the left-hand side of the net. And the best part is, he got beaten near side. It was just no respect from Chaussette.
Well, I mean, if Fairy Peak and K-Dop stacked up like that, it's a difficult read. Either one of these players could take the shot.
Even more reason to get in the net.
And you've got to be there. You've got to read it. You've got to try. Farah with a response. Chaussette with an extension off the wall, falling back down. He gets it in front of the box, but K-Dop's got the clear. And no immediate response from PSG. 1:20 left to go. Vitality looking to hold on to it and play for the regional title. Chaussette baiting this one down. There's Farah. A nice lofty touch. K-Dop will find a response. Gets it out to Scrubkilla. The pass plays are good towards the goal. Chaussette's got the save, and now Fruity looking for the transition. Keeps it high. Farah should be up, and he'll look for the shot himself. Takes it towards the goal, and it's sent away by K-Dop. Chaussette now in it. Finds the pass to K-Dop's got the save.
Fruity.
But is Fruity in? He comes in for the last shot and blocked by Scrubkilla. The defense holds, and now the counterattack on the other end. Scrubkilla can't double tap it. He's out of boost, but Farah gets a pass too, and Fairy Peak will find the save to neutralize play. What a performance.
And what a great touch from Scrubkilla right there, just to stop every opportunity from PSG having a counterattack. And they need to win this challenge. They're through one, but can they keep it going long enough?
Fairy Peak past one. Fruity airborne looking for the tying goal. K-Dop gets the save off the crossbar. 30 seconds left, and Vitality's not going away. K-Dop out to Scrubkilla now with 22 seconds left on the clock. Chaussette tries. Fairy Peak gets it through him. Now backing into the blue.
2-on-1.
Stalling to play out Scrubkilla. Happy to look for goalies. They're happy to play it off the post even. 10 seconds remaining. PSG have to play the full court. Chaussette with Farah on the side and Fruity on the other. They look for the pass play back. Farah tries to win the challenge, but the challenge will not be a goal. It's 1 second left, and that's it. Vitality in 7 games take the victory, and they'll be challenging Barcelona for the European title.
And it was a battle all the way throughout, but finally, PSG are the ones to blink first, and they held advantage. So many shots. What is that, 10 shots in Game 7? 0 into the net.
10 shots.
9 saves for Vitality.
9. Where's the one shot that just slightly snuck away from him, you know?
I think that's in the net.
And man, the Fairy Peak, I love the fake on the shot. I love him going up.
It was a great idea.
Baiting them and then letting K-Dop actually be the one. You know that you're going to make the defenders bite on this play. He goes up, Chaussette thinks about it, and by the moment the shot's happening, it is too late. And what a performance. Vitality pull it out in 7 games. I'm glad we finally got a Game 7.
Gutting for PSG, no doubt. But it was a quality performance, and still they will find themselves in Jersey. And if that's the PSG that ends up playing Atlanta, I can't wait to see what they do.
This Vitality has, it's kind of felt like Europe is a one-threat region kind of this season, but PSG definitely making a case for you've got to be looking out for us, Atlanta, and I cannot wait to see what they do at the World Championships. We've got one more match that will decide who is the best in Europe. It's going to be Vitality up against the newcomers Barcelona. Some old faces there making a return here to the RLCS. I can't wait to see them play.